What I'm about to show you is basically our little summer house. It's not exactly finished, but I mean, it's basically finished. So, for example, as you can see, the floors are done. Then we've got the beds. We try to make things as simple as possible so that we didn't actually want to, make it very hi-fi and luxurious and everything, but, at the end of the day, there are a few finishing touches that we still ended up with. Now, the walls are to be done yet, so forget the walls for now. But look at these cute little switches. I am so in love with them because they're so adorable, actually. They're so lovely. And the thing about them is, look at the door. Look at the handle of the door. As we say in Urdu, it's so mazedar, it's like so interesting and so delish. So we kept the cupboards really simple, but despite the fact that it's simple, it has everything. So it's got the hanging wardrobe side, and it's got the one with the where you can fold your clothes up, and it's got the hooks, and it's got the drawers and everything. Yep. And it's obviously all handmade by the carpenter. Here you go. Let me put it full size here. And another thing now that I'm going to show you is the bathroom. So basically, again, the wallpaper and all is supposed to be done. It's not yet done. And so this is the thing is that the mazadar thing about this is that, again, we try to keep things as simple as possible, but we ended up buying this really amazing 3D tiles with pink and black thingy, and it is so cute. I mean, just look at it. It's so cute. And the floors. Now, the thing about these floors is they've got glitter. I don't know if you can actually see it or not, but it's so twinkly. It's so glittery. It shines this really delicate silver glittery thing. And yeah, see, you can see the sheen here, the glitter. It's beautiful. Obviously, this is like from Master brand, the tiles. Master is one of the oldest brands that we've got and the best that we have, and they never compromise in their quality. So if you get their tiles, you know what you're getting. Yeah, so the walls are to be done, obviously. This bathroom is like, it's an attached bathroom with that room, so it's an ensuite, but it's got double doors. So, this door opens up to the other bedroom, and the other bedroom has another ensuite with it anyway. So yeah, I'm going to show you the tiles of the other bathroom. Yeah, so these cute little switches again. This is actually the power socket for the TV, the cable. And this is basically the guest bath. Again, the walls are supposed to be finished yet. So being a guest bath, it's got both the WC, which is the Arabian toilet, you can say, and this, we've got the seat toilet. And this basin or sink, whatever you like to call it. And again, is the tiles. The tiles are so cute. Okay, the thing about these tiles, both the bathrooms, the best thing about these is they're non-slippery. Okay, they're just non-slippery. And the water, I mean, obviously, because we always make our bathrooms with a sort of a slope. So yeah, this drain here, we have to cover it. We've got the thingy to put on it. So the moment it's just kept there. It was blocked. I unblocked it because I had to, clean up the place. And you see these little splashes. This is the proof of labor work when they mess things up a bit. So now they have to scrape this off and clean it properly and wipe it off with thinner or something. Okay, so it's past Maghrib time and I'm outside, and this is the Veranda Terrace, whatever you like to call it. So as you see, because this is the mountain, so what is supposed to be our ground floor is where all this overgrowth and rubble is, which is basically what we're going to trim into a terrace, so because the ground is already made in, it's uneven, so it's more like step. So you've got this top step, then you've got this bottom step, and here it levels out. So we don't really need to work hard on it. What we'll really do is we'll level it out. So this hump here is going to be shoveled up down to create a more even leveling. And so that will be the higher level, this will be the lower level. So this will be like a two-step terrace garden. And then this part, we'll put stone paths leading up to these stairs that go down to this road. And this place will all be cleared up because it's pretty much level as it is. So we're just going to clear it up and level it out a little more, especially this part where there's this lovely stone, as you can see, or can you see? Yeah. And so yeah, this all is one piece of land. It goes all the way to that gigantic tree that you see there, a bit further than that as well. And here, because it's evening, it's dusk. As I said, we just had the Maghrib Azan, so everybody's just finishing their prayers. And now everybody's turning on their lights. You can see all the mountains all the way up there. This mountain range that you're seeing here, that I'm showing you, this is going all the way up there, where you see the tower. I think you can see the tower. So this is the Bourbon Mountain. This is where you have your PC Bourbon. And the other mountains, they're, the other, for example, you've got the Jhelum Valley, you've got Kashmir, you've got the other parts. They are beyond and beyond and beyond. And here, you see that pink cloud? Lovely pink cloud. And these trees are all here. Now this is the tree that, remember I said my father sent me pictures of a tree that looks like a seat, a natural seat, but he couldn't actually take it. So here it is. I'll take a picture of it again and show you. So what we're thinking is that we can sort of make it into an actual seat, maybe. Like this piece of log in front of it, either we can sort of clean it up, or do something with it in a way. Or maybe we'll leave it as it is and add some more finer logs to it to make a proper seating, like a bench. Because some of these trees are so old, as you see, and they're so high, they're so tall, and their roots, yeah, don't mind that background noise. It's the neighbors downhill, and they're closing shop. So these trees are so old, as you can see, and you see that tree goes all the way up to the second story and further up. So most of the people here advised that they should be cut down or trimmed to at least such a height where they do not disrupt the whole house. Because they say when it's really really windy, and when you've got these hurricanes or the storms, basically, because your roots are in so deep, so when they shake and during the storms, they can actually make your whole house vibrate. So they say that for safety purposes, it's better to cut them down. These are apricot trees, by the way, which we need to trim and cut down a bit. And we had to cut down a pear tree. It was kind of already towards its demise, you could say. So we sort of had to cut it down. So this is our first floor, and that's the second floor. They're twin floors, so I mean, what you see down is what you see up. And as I said, we have to add fences and grills and railings or whatever all the way. Like you can see that stopping there, it's going to continue all the way round on the roof with the boundary. And sorry, I think my finger just came in. But see the twinkling lights? They're so amazing, isn't it? These twinkling lights are people's homes, by the way, in the mountains opposite us. Or should I say on the mountains opposite us. And here's one lonesome star, which looks more like a satellite actually, because I don't see any other stars. Yeah, that's definitely a satellite, I guess. Unless it's the famous star that comes out at dusk. Just look at that pink turning to blue and darkening. Amazing. Just amazing. So as I said, the house is pretty much done, but there's a lot of finishing touches that need to be done. And although it's nighttime, and you probably are swearing at me right now because you can't see much, sorry about that. I'll try to do something though, as I said, by taking pictures. But still, it's only in a video can you actually enjoy the twinkling lights as dusk turns to night. Because seriously, I took a lot of pictures, but sort of didn't come out right. So at the end of the day, it's a video that's gonna help. Yeah. So yeah, the lights are on. And this big old apricot tree that needs to cut down. Not this one, but this one. This huge one at the back that you see. There are two of them. You see this one, and this one, both of them. And these neighbors are really, really nice people. Actually, they kind of helped my father a lot when he was here working through. They even helped with a bit of the labor work. And although I dare say that it was this person who kind of left all those splashes of white cement all over the place that I showed you, which angered others who had done such fine jobs with the electricity and the switches and everything and the tiles, and they were like, what did he just do? He messed everything up, tell him to clean it up. But he promised to clean it up, so let's see. As I said, that's why we're here, to just, make sure things are done. Look at these trees. Yep, that's above my head, guys. That's the sky above my head. This is how tall these trees are and how old they are. Yeah, it was a great pity that we had to remove the pear tree. We were advised to do so while making this house because, as I said, it was already nearing its demise. And simply for that same reason, we are obliged to now... We're not going to cut down these trees, as I said. We're just going to shorten them up, trim them up a bit, shorten them up. These are wild apricots, by the way, but they are amazing. They're amazing. They're juicy and they're sweet. So we really don't want to remove them. And yeah, I don't know if you could see further up, but you see this gigantic tree? Right next to it is the pine trees. There are lots and lots of pine trees over here. And when you get these, right in between these pine trees, you will see the odd Christmas tree, the Douglas fir. Yeah, that's kind of fun to see. You hear these sounds? These are like 2 to 3 different kinds of crickets. Yeah, there's one cricket that really made me wonder if it was actually a cricket or maybe a bird. If you remember, there's a bird that actually sounds a bit like a cricket. But obviously, no bird has that stamina. So yeah, this is our future terrace gardens. It's going to be good, it's going to be good. And as usual, the neighbors are going to help us with that. And then they're going to help us, make a kitchen garden. A very essential kitchen garden. Although we have one at the back. The thing is, I could take you all the way back, but I'm kind of scared because as you see, this is the edge. This here, this vegetation that you see here, this greenery here, this wild greenery, this is the edge. One slip and I'm down. So let's see. We'll clear all this rubble. This is all the rubble that's from the construction and everything. We put it on the side so that we can remove them properly. And then way past that, when you cross all the way back, that too is part of the land, obviously. So all the way back, you have this amazing level piece of land. It's already leveled, so you really don't have to do much except clean out all the shrubs, all these wild plants that are these straws and everything that are overgrown. Yeah, that mountain. You see that tower there? Yeah, you see those 2 towers? Yeah, that is PC Bourbon. Yep. Murree. That's Murree. Yeah, funny thing, that's how it is when you have roads, up in mountains, is that in order to come to Murree, you have to go past Murree. So you're practically leaving Murree behind you, and you're circling around it via road in order to go back to Murree. literally speaking or figuratively speaking. But actually, this is because, because these are mountains, right? So the roads are cut within the mountains. So you have to move along one side of a mountain in order to get to the opposite side. So you start with leaving the place behind that you're going to, and then you circle up back to that place. So that's the story here. And we went to Delam Point, which is Kashmir, where that's the point where Jhelum and Neelam rivers meet, they join, and then they go past as one river. So I've got pictures of those. I'm going to post them, but I'm not going to post them now, obviously. I'm going to post them when I go back, because by then I'll have my Wi-Fi ready. I don't like using mobile internet, especially Jazz. Like, Jazz is the worst. I know it works here, actually. It works here a lot, but it's the worst because as soon as you turn on, I mean, that's the thing with Jazz. You just have to turn on your mobile data, and as soon as you just turn on your mobile data, suddenly it takes about 100 rupees off within the first few seconds, literally, first few seconds. And then that's like before you even have time to subscribe to a bundle. That's so idiotic and so moronic, really. Well, so yeah, I'm just gonna go and because the kind of work that I do, obviously, I cannot use limited data. So yeah, I'll go back home. I'll have stable Wi-Fi, and then I'll work on sending and sharing the pictures and this video and everything with you. So yeah, okay, it's getting darker and it's getting visibility is getting almost zero except for the twinkling home lights. So bye bye for now. Bye bye.